We're terrible at this.
Yeah. Good evening, Rainbow. It is so good to see you this evening. We want to take just a couple minutes of your time to kind of update you and catch you up on some different things that are going on here at Rainbow. First of all, we want to extend our deepest sympathy to a couple of families who have lost loved ones recently. Our dear sister, Martha Gardner, her grandson, Matthew Mullinax, he passed away earlier this week. I believe Matthew was only in his 30s, and so it was a very tragic thing, very sudden thing. Want to continue to remember her in your prayers, her and her family. The funeral for him is going to be on Friday at Collier Butler at 2. And also got word just yesterday that a former member here, Betty Barker, she passed away as well, and her funeral is going to be at Crestwood on Monday. There's going to be just a graveside service for her there at 11. So let's first of all continue to remember these folks in your prayers, their families, as they go through this time of grief. We had a wonderful homecoming this past Sunday. It was just such a blessing to be able to be a part of it. Dale Jenkins was with us, did a great job. If you haven't had a chance, if you weren't able to be with us, if you hadn't had a chance to watch that sermon on Sunday, I would encourage you to do it. Just go to our YouTube page. You can find it there. He did just an absolutely wonderful job, as he always does.
Yes.
It's always such a blessing to be able to hear him, and he's just such an encouraging guy, to be able to be around and to be able to spend some time with. So our homecoming was a great success, even in the face of it being 2020. And Lord willing, 2021, man, that's going to be the homecoming of all homecomings, and we will just have a wonderful, wonderful homecoming then. But it was a good Sunday for us. Also wanted to take a minute and kind of update you on our trunk or treat. So Dave, you want to share some details about trunk or treat?
Yeah, I mean, speaking of 2020, I know a lot of things have changed this year, a lot of things we haven't been able to do, and that's been kind of a bummer. But we've thought about it, and we've been praying about it, and of course we've already announced that we were having trunk or treat, but a lot of people have been kind of wondering what we're going to do. Of course, we're going to take precautions. We're going to be as careful as possible, but what trunk or treat is going to look like this year is going to be kind of similar to what it did when we first started. We won't have a big meal this year. Hopefully we'll be able to do that again next year. I know that's a big appeal of what we do, but we will still have cars, and we will still have trunks. As the plan right now is to have kind of a line set up to where traffic can come through on foot and have tables set up with individual bags of candy on those tables that we set out. And then behind those tables will be us. Will be people with their cars, their trunks, dressed up and decorated just like we normally do. So it'll be a safe distance away. And so we're excited about that. We do need volunteers. We'll probably have 8 cars. I think that's kind of the goal.
Okay.
8 or 10, hadn't really decided. But if you're interested in doing that, please reach out to me. Let me know because it's going to be a fun night, even in the face of the pandemic. I think we can still do this safely and have a great time.
I'm looking forward to it. One of the other things that we were looking forward to that we had shared with you just a few weeks ago was our fellowship in the parking lot, which is supposed to be this coming Sunday on the 11th. But again, it's 2020, and so all things are subject to change in 2020. And as I'm sure you know by now, there is a large hurricane by the name of Delta that's headed our way. And so just to be on the safe side, our elders have decided to postpone that until next Sunday.
Yeah, just 1 week.
Yes, just 1 week. So go ahead and be ready to be a part of that next Sunday on the 18th. If you never had a chance, I know I forgot personally. If you never took the chance to click your link to fill in the form to say if you were going to be eating with us for that evening, now you have a little extra time.
Yes.
Like myself, I have a little extra time that I can get that done. So that'll be a good thing. But like we said before, this is just going to be an evening of fellowship, just a couple hours for us to just be with each other in the parking lot, still socially distancing from one another, wearing our mask, all the protocol that we need to follow. But ultimately, we want to see you. And so even if you're uncomfortable with the idea of eating the food that's going to be prepared for the cookout, we understand that. And we don't want you to let that keep you from coming. You know, if you want to come and bring your own food, bring your own picnic lunch, tailgate, whatever you want to do, that's fine. We just want to see you. And so we hope that on the 18th, a week from Sunday, from 4 to 6, you will be a part of that wonderful evening of fellowship there in the parking lot.
And you can find that link to RSVP, is what I basically am calling it, just to show us how many people you're bringing, if you'd like to eat hot dogs and hamburgers, on our website.
Cool.
Just rainbowchurchofchrist.org. At the very top, you'll see a banner. Just click it, and it'll carry you to the form to fill out.
Nice. Listen, I'm so glad that Dave's around, because when it comes to tech stuff, I know nothing. And so it is wonderful to have Dave. He's
Show him your iPad.
See, I taped my notes to my iPad here. Just a little behind the scenes stuff for you. But Dave also wanted, I think, to share with you some other awesome stuff that we're doing now in the world of tech that he's introducing for us.
Yeah, we're really excited. You know, a lot of what we have been doing, of course, this year has been online. It's been digital. But one of the things that someone suggested at our leadership retreat was to maybe put some of our Bible classes in the form of podcasts. And so we've been working on that, and right now we have a big portion of our series that we did on Wednesday night on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
That's cool.
So if you search for The Bible with Blake, that's what I titled it, The Bible with Blake. If you search for that on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can find that and listen to it. So if you're a jogger or a runner or whatever, or if you're working and you can listen to a podcast, that will be a good way to utilize that format.
That's very cool. There's just all kinds of good things that are going on right now, even in the face of all the uncertainty and all the things that are coming with 2020. There are still good things that are happening, and we are so thankful for that. And yes, we want to continue to be very mindful of those who are struggling right now, those who are sick, those who've lost loved ones. But we also want to just always be moving forward, in this life, and living a life that is blessed, and a life that God has given to us to live, and to live in a way that brings Him glory each and every day. Rainbow, we thank you for just these few moments that you've given to us to share with you and update you on some things. And hopefully we're going to try to do this from week to week. And so be looking forward to these moments of announcements. We hope you have a blessed week, and Lord willing, we'll see you Sunday.